Hey guys, something really interesting just happened. I just wanted to focus on coding Scrap Factory, but I just have to make a video about this. Since I'm quite used to modding the game, I also have a bunch more knowledge about the tech stuff that happens behind the scenes. So I'm in this SM Leaks Discord, and they have a bot that keeps us updated with game updates. Because they actually did update the game. Now this all works via a website known as SteamDB, and basically this just keeps us updated about the Steam database of Scrap Mechanic. Now obviously the devs have their own private version of Scrap Mechanic where they keep experimenting with all of the new features. I mean, this is the progress we've been seeing in the dev blog so far. However, the public Steam version is so old it still says copyright 2022. Now the developers have their own management tools to update their game locally, so usually there's no reason for them to do anything with Steam. So if we look at the updates that have been done to the Steam database, we're gonna see some huge gaps in here of months without zero activity from the developers, because there's no reason to update the game page, and often it's also stuff like changing user tags, boring stuff. Now if we look back 9 months, which was when I think the custom game update was released or something, you see there's been a bunch of updates, and they've been changing a lot of stuff during that time. So if we have a look at what happened recently, 8 days ago, 2 days ago, we see there's been a bunch of changes. Now, it could just be a bug fix or something. However, we have to keep in mind the last update is many months old, so it would be kind of too late for a bug fix. And there's also a lot of frequency here, so 8 days ago was a change. Then we have a couple one from 2 days ago. This was yesterday. This was 7 hours ago. 2 hours ago, literally 34 minutes ago. That is a lot of updates in a very short time. And if you have a closer look at them, we can see that in this case, the file size of a Scrap Mechanic build went from 7 gigabytes to 13 gigabytes. That's almost 6 gigabytes of new content. Now, that would be a lot of content for a bug fix. Now, we can only speculate what this means. During Christmas time, they tweeted 2023 is looking great already. Also, a month ago, we can see that they did some custom terrain tests. And the devlogs have also looked very promising, they've definitely already added a bunch of new content, else they couldn't make it these teasers. And this is definitely a bunch of content heading our way, and if you compare this to the previous updates, this is nothing like we've seen before for normal testing. So definitely there's something around the corner. Maybe it's gonna be a custom build they're gonna send to YouTubers early? I mean, I would be happy to get my hands on the new version early. If we look back at the Q&A from 1.5 years ago, they said they are 50% done. And this was 1.5 years after the Survivor release. So if we had 1 and 1 together, that pretty much puts us really close as 100% done. And I've heard that they've actually been planning to release in 2022, but obviously stuff gets in the way. They just think about Scrap Factory, stuff got in the way as well. 6 weeks ago, we had a Twitter reply in which they said they want to compile a new dev blog. I don't know what's actually gonna happen, but something big is definitely in the works, and I think this is a good time to keep checking on their social media and on Steam and whatnot.